How to avoid falls in old age. Silent failure in the body. The elderly man looks cheerful, self-confident, and a second later he is already on the floor, confused and in pain. What is going on? This is not an accident, and not age takes its toll. Often the fault is one narrow muscle that many do not train at all, the anterior tibial muscle. It runs along the front of the lower leg and helps you lift your toe with each step so you don't cling to carpets, sills, or bumps in the road. The silent culprit of falls. With age, especially after 60, it is this muscle that begins to weaken faster than others. A person does not notice how the foot increasingly sticks to the floor, the gait becomes shuffling, and the foot is less obedient. Traumatologists confirm most falls in the elderly occur due to the fact that the leg did not rise in time. And all because the brain already has difficulty sending a signal to the muscle, and the muscle forgets how to execute it. This is what experts call muscle amnesia. Why don't they talk about it? Doctors at appointments most often focus on the heart, blood pressure, and tests. But no one checks how this small but vital muscle works. Because in classical medicine, the emphasis is on treatment, and not on the prevention of problems, especially such invisible ones. Even trainers in the gym often avoid these areas, preferring to train large muscles, hips, back, shoulders. Meanwhile, it is the anterior tibial muscle that can be your support or your vulnerability. Signs that should not be ignored. There are obvious alarm bells that are worth paying attention to. You often touch the carpet, threshold, or crack in the floor with your toe. You feel that the step has become shorter, and the leg seems to be reluctantly lifted off the ground. You begin to worry when walking on uneven surfaces, gravel, lawn, tiles. This is not just old age, it is a reversible loss of control that can be restored if started on time. How to restore strength. There is great news. You can return muscle activity in just 2 minutes a day. Without simulators. Without halts. No pain. It is regular, calm activation that wakes up the muscle and restores contact with the brain. Studies show that just 8 weeks of simple movements improve the strength of this muscle, restore nerve sensitivity, and reduce the risk of falls by 3 to 4 times. Why shoes are not a help, but a hindrance. By the way, comfortable shoes with thick soles, which we all love, play a cruel joke on us. It replaces the work of muscles. Our leg stops moving actively, and the brain begins to forget how to coordinate each movement. Let's add here the deterioration of nerve sensitivity with age. And we get the same muscle amnesia when the body does not obey, although everything seems to be fine. Simple 2-minute system. Let's start with the most important thing. To activate the anterior tibial muscle, you don't need equipment, a gym, or a special form of clothing. Just you, a little space, and 2 minutes a day. Exercises are easy to integrate into your usual activities. While morning coffee is brewing, during the news, before going to bed. Regularity is the most important thing. Don't look for intensity, look for a smooth, daily awakening of the muscle. Exercise no 1. Lifting the toes. For beginners, sit in a stable chair. Place your feet flat on the floor, your knees at a right angle. Now, without lifting your heels, slowly lift your toes up as much as flexibility allows. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower it slowly. Do 15 repetitions. For advanced, the same, but standing against the wall or at the back of a chair. Heels on the floor, only the toes rise. The movements are smooth and conscious. Feel the tension in the front of the lower leg. This muscle is waking up. Progression scheme. Week 1, 15 seated repetitions. Week 2, 10 seated plus 5 standing. Week 3, all 15 standing. Exercise No. 2, walking on heels. Stand up straight. Lift your toes so that you stay on your heels. Walk with small steps forward without lowering the balls of your feet. 5 to 10 steps, pause. Relax. Repeat 3 sets. This exercise trains balance and restores the connection between the brain and the muscle. Walking on heels is like a reset for the legs. We learn to walk confidently again. Safety tips. Do it next to a support, a kitchen countertop, or a wall. Do not try to do this in socks on a slippery floor. For confident people, you can try with your eyes closed for 3 to 5 steps. Exercise No. 3. Writing in the air. Sit on a chair. Raise one leg so that the toe hangs in the air. Now imagine that the big toe is a handle. Start writing the letters of the alphabet in the air. A, B, C, or A, B, C. This exercise strengthens the muscle, but more importantly, it restores the accuracy of the signal from the brain. Each movement is a new neural impulse, a new connection. Gradually, you begin to feel the movement of your legs better, confidence in the step returns. Options: write the names of grandchildren. Numbers from 1 to 10. Shapes: circle, square, star. Or favorite words: strength, balance, health. Plan by week. Week 1: awakening. You'll start to feel your feet differently. Your gait will become more attentive, you will cling to the floor less. Some people notice that they began to catch their balance before they lost it. Week 2: for stability. The muscle will begin to turn on effortlessly. It is already easier to raise the sock to the step, less anxiety when going outside. You'll notice confidence as you step through the threshold. Week 4: automatic response. The body will begin to work automatically without thinking. Balance will be restored even in difficult areas: grass, tiles, stairs. The brain will trust the legs again. The last word and the first step. You can restore not only muscles, but also self-confidence. It will take only 2 minutes a day. But these 2 minutes can mean: one day you won't fall. One day you will have time to hold on. One day you will not become dependent on someone else's help. Start small. Take your first step today, and I will help you every step of the way.